Hello, and welcome to a very exciting and unique event for Anchor Point. Did you know the average abortion takes 30 minutes? Tonight, in less than the time it takes for an abortion, we are going to save the lives of hundreds of children. That sounds pretty good, don't you think? We are going to give you an update on the Anchor Point ministry. Many already know them well, and many call them your personal pro-life ministry. Excellent. So before we go any further, please use your share button right now so others can see what a successful life-saving ministry looks like. Hello, my name is Mike G. Williams, and I've had the privilege of being with you at Anchor Point at the Gala last year. I was so looking forward to being with you again in person. I have had the joy of speaking to over 800 wonderful life-saving women's organizations. And tonight, I'm going to introduce you to one of the finest. Tonight, you are going to meet Debbie Simons, the CEO of Anchor Point in Houston, Texas. We're going to meet some of her fantastic staff and fantastic board. We're going to answer some of the questions you have been wondering about Anchor Point and how it works. You can email your questions at any time to info@anchorpoint.us. Those questions will be answered tonight, or you will receive a response via email tomorrow. Right now, let's go to CEO Debbie Simons.
Thank you so much, Mike, and thanks to each of you who've joined us for our virtual event, especially those of you who are across the country. We are excited to have you with us. Anchor Point is a beautiful, life-saving, and hope-giving ministry. Through our family network of ministries, we have an opportunity to provide hope for the hurting. Let's take a quick look at each of the divisions of our life-saving family network at Anchor Point. Our Obria Medical Clinics, located in League City, Texas, is often the first place that a vulnerable young lady may come. Our fully licensed clinics provide professional medical consultations and well-woman care. We provide support and answers that people need in regards to sexual health, STD testing and treatment, well-woman exams, and we've even started over the past year prenatal care. We are devoted to taking care of each individual holistically and dedicated to the highest standard of medical care in a comforting, supportive atmosphere. Often girls leave and all they can say is, "We love being here. It was so calm. It was so nice. And you guys just went above and beyond." What a blessing. Next, we have our Hope Family Centers, which are located in League City and Seabrook. In our League City location, we have all of our things that we need to help a family go till the baby is 3 years old. So prenatal classes, parenting, all-star dads, mentoring, case management, material assistance, resources, anything you can think of that will help that family thrive. Over in our Seabrook office, we have our licensed counselors that are trained in trauma-informed care, and we run our therapeutic camps, individual one-on-one or family counseling to help the families thrive. And then we also have our Discover Adoption programming where we educate people on God's call to the orphan. And last but not least is our Excellent Minds Academy. This is a small private school located in Webster, Texas. The goal with this school is to help kids that were falling through the cracks in our traditional education systems find a safe, loving place where they can ultimately unlock learning. We work with all kinds of kids with special needs, but our goal is that to walk alongside the family and to walk alongside that child so that ultimately both the family and the child can thrive, because we know that every child deserves an excellent education. Each part of our family network is critical to our life-saving and hope-giving work with individuals and families. While we love every pro-life organization, there are two things that make us unique. Our focuses of services that go from before a girl is pregnant all the way through to adulthood for those kids, and our results. You see, we're not waiting for the government to overturn a 50-year-old law or to provide some new program. Every day, God brings women who are vulnerable toward choosing abortion, and even those who are actively seeking abortion through our doors. That's amazing. This provides us a unique opportunity to help these precious women make a choice for life. Some of you have been asking me how the coronavirus has affected our work. Let's check in with Tracy, our Hope Family Center director, who's on the direct front lines, and see what she has to say.
Our doors have been open the whole time. It has been a crazy whirlwind. We have seen more women determined to abort than ever before. The coronavirus has done more than just affect people's health. The isolation has led to an increased number in unplanned pregnancies. Across the country, the increase of unplanned pregnancies is up 40%. And in our locations, we've seen an increase of over 100-fold. And we know that women in fear make rash decisions, so we want to be the calm and hope in the midst of this COVID storm. We don't want anyone to be without hope, especially in these times.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Some of our first-time guests might be wondering about the impact we are making in our community. Let's go talk to Rindy, our Director of Counseling, and get an update on just that impact.
I am in one of our many counseling rooms at Hope Family Center. These rooms see a lot of clients for a variety of different needs. I'm happy to report that last year we saw over 1,000 clients. Yes, over 1,000. We call that a victory for life. Anchor Point has been saving lives and giving hope for the past 9 years. In addition, this year, we provided healing through our sexual abuse and abortion recovery groups. And over 50 kids have been blessed at our Excellent Minds Academy. And our Obria Medical Clinic started providing prenatal services to clients through 24 weeks. Here at Anchor Point, we are very active, and God is doing amazing work through your partnership with us.
I'm continually overwhelmed at all the impact that Anchor Point is making. It is truly, truly amazing. God truly has His hand of blessing on Anchor Point. One of the ways that Anchor Point saves lives is through an amazing invention called an ultrasound machine. Now hold on, before you send me any questions about the ultrasound machine, let's talk to Amy McConkey, our nurse practitioner, and see how she uses the ultrasound machine day in and day out at Obria.
Every day, young ladies come into this exam room wondering if they are pregnant. We're able to do a medical ultrasound to verify their pregnancy, but it's more than a verification. It's our opportunity to show this mom that she has a baby. And we get to see the hands and the feet of the little baby. We get to hear the heartbeat. And we're able to show her that this is life, and she knows that this life is precious. Oftentimes, women come into this room hard and calloused, but then they leave with their hearts totally changed. This is a miracle machine.
Something you may not realize is that over 85% of the young ladies who see their baby on an ultrasound will not have an abortion. In fact, they will never consider abortion again. Thank you to Amy and our great medical team over at Obria. Now, some of you might be curious as who keeps me in line and helps us accomplish all these great things that we do at Anchor Point. I want you to have a few minutes with Clint Ottenberry, who is our board chair, and get a glimpse behind the scenes of what happens from the board's perspective and how we make it all work at Anchor Point.
Our Anchor Point board serves behind the scenes alongside other courageous community and church leaders. We work to make sure that everything is operating efficiently to fulfill the vision of our supporting partners. Our vision is to provide hope, and we do just that. That vision is to divert the abortion culture by actually saving babies. We want to provide well-woman medical care to show each lady her value, and we do that. We want to provide support and resources as ladies walk through their pregnancy and into parenting, and we do that. We want to train up a new generation of dads, and we do that. We want to provide hope to an adoptive family with a struggling child, and we do that. We want to provide quality educational resources to kids that are struggling, and we do that. We want to bring healing to those that have been hurt by past abortions and sexual abuse. We do that. The ultimate bottom line, we want to save the lives of children and give hope. That is our job as the board, and we love what we do.
Thanks, Clint. We love all our board members and we could not do it without them. Please keep them in your prayers as they try and keep up with me, but we are so blessed. When Clint was talking, he used the word partners in there. And that answers another question that a lot of you ask me. People ask, how is Anchor Point funded? The answer is simple. It's by our partners. Partners are people in the community who've determined to personally rescue a child. They are working people like you and like me who share a few dollars every month. Over the course of a full year, they fund the rescue of one child and a mother. It really is that simple. Let's meet one of your neighbors who are a child sponsor for life.
Hello, we're Greg and Kim Bonin, and I came to know Anchor Point through my work as a state representative. And as I got to see the amazing work that Anchor Point is doing in our community, I knew this was a ministry that would really resonate with Kim's heart. And when we became empty nesters, I suggested that she consider investing her time volunteering with Anchor Point.
It was in my meeting with Debbie that I realized what an amazing and diverse ministry that Anchor Point is, and that it's all about helping children to survive as well as to thrive. And as we talked, I knew I wanted to be involved in a deeper way. So now I've had the privilege of serving on the board of Anchor Point, working at our Pathway to Hope family camps, as well as teaching some educational classes. And through all of that, Greg and I were able to see how we made a significant impact on the battle for life. We always wanted to show that we believed in the lives of children and that they mattered, but before we found Anchor Point, we didn't always know how to show that.
We're blessed to be monthly donors and to come alongside and partner with Anchor Point in this life-saving ministry. Save a life, pro-life.
I want to encourage anyone who wants to know that they've saved the life of a child to join us. Anchor Point can reach so many more lives of children than we can on our own. So I encourage you to join us, and as we work together, we can save children's lives.
Thank you, Greg and Kim. It's excellent to know that people just like you and me are the driving force behind Anchor Point. It's good to know that we matter and that we make a difference. A question that I get all the time is, how do we get these girls determined to have an abortion to come into our clinics every day? I thought you should hear from Kelly King, our communication director, that deals with that 24/7, 365.
Most of our clients find us in one of two ways. Either word of mouth from clients or friends of Anchor Point is extremely effective. So please, please, please keep sharing about us with those that you meet. An ever-growing way that clients reach us is through our online presence. We advertise through several digital media platforms: Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. After all, isn't that where all of us go to find everything these days? Listen, girls will ask their phones, "Hey Siri, give me information on abortion." So we work really hard to be the first place they see on their device. Many abortion clinics are trying to lure them in to their services, but we work hard to be that first call. Secondly, I firmly believe that God leads them to choose us from those Google search results, because at the end of the day, we trust that God has His hand in all of this.
Thanks, Kelly. And for all of you out there, we want you to definitely help us keep getting the word out. You never know when someone's going to need our services. And tonight, Melissa, our volunteer coordinator, is going to share with you a story about one of our clients who had a life-changing experience with Anchor Point.
Hello, my name is Melissa, and it's my privilege to be a part of this amazing ministry. On a regular basis, I get to be your hands rescuing children from abortion. I would like to share a story from one of our clients. I was drifting from one bad decision to another. I met a guy who was nice and interested in me, and before you know it, I find out I'm pregnant. I was immediately overwhelmed, ashamed, and shocked to find myself in this situation. I had no idea what to do. At this point, I'm not even good at taking care of myself, and he wasn't any better. I wondered if abortion was my best option, or maybe it was my only option. Though basically homeless, I reached out to Anchor Point's Obria Medical Clinic because it was the first thing I found on my phone. I somehow thought they provided free abortions. After my first visit and seeing my baby on that ultrasound machine, I knew that I could not abort this child. Anchor Point Ministries has stayed with me all the way and helped me attain the education needed to be a good mother. They have given me emotional and spiritual support. I'm now starting to turn things around, even though slow at times. I have a good job and a field that I love, and my baby is growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you for making Anchor Point happen for me and my child, and for all the girls and families you rescued this year. Thank you. It has changed everything. This is one of the many reasons I love being a part of Anchor Point, are stories like these. But what you may not know is that this is my story too, without the happy ending. When I was 19, I became pregnant. I didn't have Anchor Point. I didn't have the support or the resources that Anchor Point provides. I was convinced abortion was my only option, and that's exactly what I did. It was a long road, but through God's miraculous intervention, I became whole to be able to serve in this capacity. So I want to thank each of you from the bottom of my heart for being a lifesaver for so many girls day in and day out through Anchor Point. Thank you.
Anchor Point is successful because one person gives some time, another person shares a talent, another person shares $1, and little lives are rescued. That is the kind of pro-life ministry I want to support. I was watching the life story of Norman Borlaug the other night on PBS. He was the botanist who saved both India and Mexico from famine back in the 1940s. Colin Powell said at his 90th birthday party, millions of people who will never know his name are alive today because of him. What Powell did not say was that Norman was the educational product of an African-American orphan named George Washington Carver. The principles he used to save India and Mexico were taken from the Carver playbook, the same playbook Carver used to rescue the South from famine in the late 1800s. Colin Powell also missed telling you that Carver was a rescued baby who learned his botany skills growing up on a little farm in Diamond, Missouri. You see, his mother had been murdered at the hands of a pro-slavery mob, and Moses and Susan Carver traded their only horse to rescue this little African-American baby boy. They raised that child on a farm and sent him to college, where he developed his life-saving agricultural processes. Every time I hear that story, I'm moved. Generations ago, somebody invested in saving the life of a needy child, and that child impacted, in fact, saved millions. I want that kind of life result from my own life. I know that you do too. Let's go back to Anchor Point for a minute. How can we be part of the child rescue team at Anchor Point?
Thanks, Mike. Trevor and Christina Shakiba here. And here's the deal. $1.97 a day, or $60 a month, is what allows you to know that one of those precious babies that is rescued through Anchor Point is because of you.
Yeah, and it sounds impossible, but you can literally save a mom and her babies for just $1.97 a day.
That is what it takes to save a life with Anchor Point.
Wow, $1.97 a day. I believe that many of us could do that. If not, maybe we could do half of that and know that our gift rescued a child over 2 years. Some could save 2 or 3 children. This truly is a way to be pro-life. Tonight is all about saving children and providing hope. I pray that you can help. Maybe in addition to your monthly partnership, you could consider one special, extra generous gift to Anchor Point. A special investment of $12,000 could provide a full year of social media marketing to reach clients. This investment paves the way for young ladies to find you in our electronic world. An investment gift of $7,700 could provide a month of rent for all of our facilities. Imagine driving past any of the facilities and knowing that you had kept the doors open for that month. Wow. A special investment of $3,500 can provide a scholarship for a needy student to our school. Education changes lives over and over again. A special investment of $1,500 can provide a full year of recovery ministry opportunities for our community. That is for a full year. Wow. A special gift of $1,000 can provide medical supplies for Obria. The first time through the door starts with testing and supplies. This is an amazing investment. A special investment of $500 can provide materials for our prenatal and parenting classes. When we change a family, we change our community for the better. We stop the cycle of poverty and abuse. A special investment of $200 can provide 1 month of All-Star Dads programming. When men change, the families change. Along with your monthly life-saving partnership, please take on one special investment opportunity. Please go online to www.anchorpoint.us right now and be a Save a Life pro-life person. The website is listed below, or you can text Be the Hope, all one word, Be the Hope, to 41444 if you need a link to be sent to your phone. If you are having any electronic connection problems, please call 832-632-1221. Thank you for saving the life of a child.
Make no doubt about it, this is a war, and God has called us to be faithful and generous in this fight for life in a culture of death. I look forward to the rewards we will see from our God-inspired obedience. Please go to the link listed below and prayerfully complete the investment God has placed on your heart. Do me a favor and help us share this video. Just hit that share button right there and it will go viral, and you will help us reach people that need our services, but also you will help us create an army of people that are lifesavers and hope givers that will make a difference for eternity. It's been a pleasure to be with you tonight and to share some time with you and talk about Anchor Point. I'm going to give you back over to Kelly King, our communications director, so that she can give you some last minute instructions, talk about our new app, and then also tell you who is the winner of those great raffle prizes.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am thrilled that you chose to spend your evening with us celebrating the more than 5,867 points of hope that we've already been able to walk alongside of. And because of your generosity, we will be able to continue the mission, God's call to care for the orphans, the widows, the children in our community.